and friends, members. Confidence. I had no confidence when I was a young child. I had very little because I was educated in a fear-based, negative school. I felt it was at the time. When I was asked to stand up and read, nothing would come out of my voice, out of my mouth. I'd look at the page, I'd know what was there, but nothing, I'd freeze. In other words, I get a panic attack. Hopefully I won't get one tonight. So that's the way I grew up. It was kind of, I was drowning in a sea of judgment and really horrible fear. But Toastmasters is completely the opposite, isn't it?
Yes.
If you think of it, here in Toastmasters, we're so positive. We give fantastic. We're non-judgmental. Fantastic encouragement, and that's to all the people here in Toastmasters. So tonight I'm going to talk about confidence, 3 different ways of getting it. And I'm going to bring in an association with Toastmasters and doing speeches. But you can use it for any aspect of your life. And the first one I'm going to come in with is take action. That's just do it. Sounds very simple. Do a speech, just like I'm doing now. Dale Carnegie said, from the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's about 50 years old. But what he said was if you can conquer fear, don't sit down. If you want to conquer fear, don't sit down and think about it. Get busy. He said inaction breeds fear and doubt. So we need some action men and action women. That's what we need in Toastmasters. And we have that, I think. No Barbies, okay? The next one I bring in is face the fear. Now, in doing a speech, the only way to develop self-confidence is to do the thing you fear. And there's no other way around it. And William Jennings says that, okay? That the only way to develop self-confidence is to do the thing you fear. And that's what I'm doing now. And a lot of us do it. It's also the connection with other roles we do in Toastmasters. I'm not talking just about speaking, it's about evaluation, it's also about everything else that's done here during the night. And Susan Jeffers, from the book Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, she also put in her bit on this in this part of it. What she said is, every time you step into the unknown, you experience fear. So what's the point in saying, when I'm no longer afraid, then I'll do it? How many times have we said that? Well, I said it anyway. You'll be waiting a long, long time. So she also said, which was important as well, fear is part of the package. I really believe it is. It adds to the excitement of life. And that's where I came from, coming here. It's exciting to stand up here. It might sound strange. I mean, I don't take the heroin, but this really does work. It does give you that little bit of a buzz, that feeling that you're doing something. You're learning. I was never learning in school, but I'm learning here. And also, the fear will never go away as long as you continue to grow. That's also, I believe, true. And we're growing. You can see I'm growing even a bit now. And that's what we're doing here, each one of us, when we're doing a role in Toastmasters. The last one I'm going to put in here is that, and I found that was important, is that realize that failure will never kill you. You know, if I make a bags of this now and I just do a freeze job on it, what's going to happen? What's the worst thing that's going to happen to me? I'm going to sit down. And I'm going to say, oh, but I might just keep going, like most people do here. We might freeze, but who cares? But in school it was different. It was horrible. Because we didn't have the encouragement and what we have here, and the positivity. But I tell you something, what I really found fantastic in Toastmasters were these evaluation sheets. And I think that's what I'm going to bring here. This gave me a terrible lot of confidence. I've done 27 speeches already, believe it or not. And you know how many of these evaluation sheets I've read? For me, 400.
Wow.
If you think of it, there's 15 evaluation sheets for every time you do this, an average. So it's over 400 times I've been praised by you all. Positive things into my head. And they are so important. So when you're doing them, like sure, I mean, do put down things that you recommend, but do praise the person. I wouldn't be standing here now after 4 years and doing this speech if it wasn't for these evaluation sheets. Well, that and people talking to me afterwards. But so one of the great speakers I go to a lot if she ever comes to Ireland is Bryan Williamson, and she said, although we've heard that Nelson Mandela said the same thing, but it was Bryan Williamson, and she says our deepest fear is that our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Didn't freeze, it's okay. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond belief. And I look at that here now and I say, yeah, okay, that is true. We do it here in our work, our speeches, our roles. She also said, we shine our light. When we shine our light, when we're doing those jobs, right? When we shine our light, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. In other words, we unconsciously give people who are not doing a role or something permission to do one of those things because we're up here doing this work. We have to go, and this is really about what I feel this is all about, we have to go beyond our comfort zone. Life begins at the end of our comfort zone. Neil Walsh said that, and that's a really important one. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone, and that's what happened to me 4 years ago when I came into Toastmasters. So to sum up, to build up your confidence, 3 things. First of all, failures will never kill you. Jump into the deep end. And the last one, of course, is get up and bloody well do it.
Well